What's up, y'all? We are back with the Indolence podcast, and then we have the talented Joseph Mason, an actor on here. He's going to give us a little insight on his journey. Yeah. So, I was about to call you Jason. Joseph, tell us what was your inspiration, and how did you even get started in acting in the first place?
My inspiration was it was really losing things. COVID hit. I didn't know what I was gonna do. I didn't know if I wanted to go back to work or just be an entrepreneur. So I went to church. I prayed. And maybe like a week later, not even a week, I think acting schools just started popping up on my phone. And that's what put my mind on it. So I couldn't figure out what schools to go to. And this one in particular school just stayed there. New York Film Academy.
I know about that school.
Right. So I ended up about to go to New York, and I switched my phone number over and everything to New York, and they shut down for COVID. So they were just like, well, Los Angeles is still open. So I was like, well, let me go there. So I ended up in Los Angeles going to the same school.
Interesting. Now, kind of walk us through your journey. How did you get started? What was the first role? Did you do any background? How was that for you? The first role, background, like.
I don't think I ever told this in the interview, but I had a Porsche at the time, and my Porsche actually got me further than what I did at the moment. I was in this movie called The Squad, and I was supposed to be an extra. I was just supposed to show up and die. But I dressed the part. It was a 70s gangster movie, so I used Mr. Brown's wardrobe lady, and she gave me this outfit from the 70s, and he liked it, and one of the actors didn't show up on time, so he came and asked us, hey, how fast can you learn these lines? And I said 15 minutes because I felt like the guy was going to show up. So at 15 minutes, that's all it took, and when he gave me the part, I rocked it, and I ended up getting like 6 more scenes in that movie.
That's right. Before we continue, everybody, I just want to let y'all know my co-host Daryl, he had to run out, do some things for our up-and-coming movie that's coming out, Perfidious. So that's why he ain't here right now. So bear with your girl, okay? It's just me. But yeah, we gonna continue. So all right. So they gave you some extra lines, and basically you bodied it. You was supposed to show up just for a little something. You bodied it, and we hear stories like that every once in a while. I think that's really cool. Like, we just took a leap of faith, and they was like, "Look, well, we need you for this." So that's awesome. Is there like are there any roles, like, first I'm gonna start with, are there any specific roles that you haven't had the chance to play that you want to embody, like any characters you really want to embody or try, anything you want, like maybe to challenge you, or just something that you think you're really, really good at?
I want to try a doctor one day. I'm in the midst of being a lawyer, but I haven't fully, like got all the way into the episodes and everything, but I do want to be a lawyer. What else? I want to be a dad. I want to be a good dad in a movie, like a good dad.
I can see you as a dad.
Yeah, a good dad.
A good dad, right? You got some,
I want to be a good dad.
You got your dads, then you got your baby daddies. So
yeah, and I want to. One last thing I want to do is a TV show, kind of like Family Matters, but I want to be that type of dad. Like, I want to be the good dad in the TV show.
Okay, I like that. The family man. I love a family man.
Yeah.
So are you from Dallas?
No, I'm originally from Arkansas.
You're from Arkansas. Okay. So you was in kind of, I'm assuming it's like a small place, even if they have any film going on. So that's why you wanted to probably branch out to New York or LA.
Yeah. I'm based out of Houston though.
Okay, I got you. So basically, we're starting off and we're focusing on the DFW area. Just our independent film, whether you're an actor, actress, behind the lens, in front of the lens, whatever. We're focused on the DFW area, and you do stuff in Houston. Do you think that like how does Houston and then the DFW, how do they compare, and like how are they kind of similar? Like, would you prefer one over the other, or do you like, you know what I mean? Does one have more opportunities than the other?
No, they're about equal. The only difference I would say is that there's maybe more directors, that are doing stuff. But I mean, generally, no, there's no difference in comparison. I love Dallas. I'm not gonna lie. Dallas has treated me good since I come down there. And it's funny because during this acting, this is the first time I've ever been to Dallas this much.
Really? That's interesting. So do you think that, because they say that Dallas is coming up, they're calling it Dollywood, and would you prefer, do you think people should come here to start, or do you think if they actually have the chance to just go straight to LA, New York, they should do it? How do you, what do you think? Like, any advice to anyone trying to make a decision on that?
I'm gonna give you advice that I got from college. Start where it's closest to you and affordable. So if you live in Atlanta, you should start there. It's not about you're gonna find more work here or here or here or here. The thing is, can you get to the work?
Right.
Regardless if you work in Atlanta, if I asked you to come to Dallas, could you come? You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's more or less, are you reliable? Can I trust that you can come? Are you going to do the work when you come? So, once you build that rapport with people, that I feel like that gets your name kind of out there a lot more than that one place that you stick to. And other people meet you, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because generally, I hate saying this, but most actors we don't watch each other's movies, and not because we don't want to, it's because we don't have time. But, when you do meet that person, it's not like you never heard of them. So, I think everybody should be more of colleagues. Kind of like how the creative content guys, how they collaborate. I think actors should do the same thing. They're kind of taking our stuff and running away with it. So, and I don't think there should be bad blood between actors. I think it should be the same way. We should be making skits when we're not acting, together.
Yeah.
That's what I feel.
Definitely. And I definitely agree with that. You want to keep the creative juices flowing and sharing resources and everything too. So
definitely. Just because you're not on screen working together doesn't mean you can't show the world that, hey man, look, hey, meet me here, or let's do this.
Because when we were some of us were filming our scenes, for our movie, we was doing TikToks and stuff like that, and it was really fun. So yeah, everybody needs to do that. Just create some type of content. And plus, we like to be creative. Like, when we not doing anything, we got that feeling like, I need to be doing something.
Yeah, we're actors. That's what we're supposed to be doing.
So, I can talk about this all day. I gotta keep on track.
I know, right?
But are there have you had any moments? What was your moment when you was like, oh my gosh, this is exactly what I want to do? Like, was it your first time you was ourselves? Was it your first audition? You was like, yeah, this is it. I'm going strong head in. I'm gonna do it for real. That solid decision.
After I did stunt training, I'd say that's when I was pretty much all in. So I was just like, yeah, man, you went to the hospital. You got neck braces on, man. You might as well. You might as well stick it out and go in now, man. It's it.
That's what's up. Is there I kind of want to talk about is there any specific roles that you absolutely will not play under any circumstances? Something that maybe is a moral thing, or whatever. You just I don't want to do it.
No disrespect to anybody. I wouldn't do LGBTQ. Um, my agent has asked me, a lot of people probably get asked this a lot, but that's just, I don't feel a need to, if that makes sense.
No judgment over here. We like to hear everybody's opinions on how they feel, so respect. And speaking of agents, how what would you tell aspiring actors how to even go about getting an agent and just taking that step?
Uh,
That's a big step.
once again, I'm gonna give you a college answer, not my answer, just because it's what I learned. Don't If you're up and coming, you don't want to join an agency that has John Travolta, Will Smith on it, because you're never gonna work. That's first and foremost common sense. You know, you don't want to get on an agency where you got a bunch of people that are guaranteed work and you're not. You want to get with an agent that has good connections, that's actually on their job all the time, that sends you work that you can actually prosper from or make money from, or, things like that. How do you find that? That I can't give you that answer. You just have to research on what's satisfying to you, because once again, you're signing a contract to work with somebody, to trust them to be, over jobs, sending them to you. So, you have to do your research on the agent that you want. You can't just reach out and grab somebody just because.
Yeah, you gotta make sure they got your best interests.
Right. You know.
So basically, start with at least maybe a boutique agency. They call them like the small agencies, a smaller agency that can kind of cater to you, but like you said, not with like the big stars. So you want to kind of make sure you're gonna be prioritized a little bit. So instead of just jumping into a big, something.
Yeah,
but you get there eventually.
Well, the thing is, if you can get big on an agency, you're that big person on that agency.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So when you're telling other people like, hey man, I'm on this agency, I work all the time. So it's just gonna make the agency get bigger.
Right. That's true. You might be that one.
You just may be. And then once you get to be that one, you invest in the agency.
Okay. Elaborate a little bit on that.
Well, I mean, if you could be, it's what I guess what they call it, a sister agency or whatever, brother, if you want to add yours to it, and you just kind of, you start doing the same thing.
Period. That's great advice. That wasn't an answer that I've heard yet, so
I honestly thought of doing it not too long ago myself. So, if you are working and you're making good, prosperous money, time, business from these people, then why not invest in them also if they're never, if you don't see failure in them.
Exactly. Yeah. That's something to think about.
Why spend 3 years working for an agency and you never invested anything in it yourself except your time?
It's true. That's true. And I want to go back to these characters. How do you prepare for a role from the time you get the script to your last day? I want to say to your last day of filming. By that time, you already got it down pat. You that person basically. So how do you get into it? I guess how do you get into becoming that character?
First I find out what type of personality that the director wants this character to be. Once I find out the personality, then I read it. I read the story, and then I read my parts. That way I understand the parts of where my character is and what he's doing. Once I read the lines, then I go back and I read the in-betweens, the movements, the facial expressions. So it's like I memorize it all in sections. So when, even if you ask me a part on a script, you'd be like, okay, well, what is scene 37? Oh, well, that's where I walk in, I stick my hand out, then I pull back, and I rub my head, and then so I remember it that way.
You gotta get those, I guess we would call it like dissecting the script. You gotta get those mannerisms down, like what you want to do. And see, they don't, people that's not actors, they don't know all that. They don't see all that you gotta do. Like, we really get into it. So.
Yeah, it's those in-betweens that makes you look
like, should I look this way? Should I look that way?
Right.
Like, everything, you plan out everything. So, yeah, that's amazing. That's something to let the people know that we kind of do. What was I about to say? I be losing my train of thought. So, how long have you been acting?
I've been acting for 3 years. It'll be 4 years in June. I've done 44 movies completed.
Did you say 44?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, we are a pro. Wow. Okay, that's what's up. Give us some of your body of work. What have some that you've done in the past, and then tell us about some things you have coming up, maybe for 2025.
In my past, I've done Homewrecker, Trap Soldiers. Actually, I do it better like this.
Well, you said 44. You can't name all 44, but
no, I'm not. That's why I said I better.
No, I know you wasn't. I was just
like
saying.
I'll do it like this.
I guess. I don't know if I worded that right. But.
Out of Dallas, I've done Kingsman, Trap Soldiers. I almost said Homeboys, The Elite Society, A True Christmas, and Smoking Ashes. And I think that's it for Dallas. For Houston, I have Trade Secrets, Homewrecker, The Ring Widow. And this goes on.
No, you couldn't even name all 44 if I asked.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so.
That's so funny. That's dope, though.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
And what you got coming up for 2025? Anything that?
I honestly have about 13 movies dropping in 2025.
Okay, so we're going to have to wait and see. Y'all going to have to wait and see.
God's willing. God's willing. Everything will drop next year, starting next month.
Okay, well, you booked and busy, so that's amazing. That's great. I'm trying to get there one day. It's been a crazy ride, but definitely appreciate you coming on. I feel like it was something else I wanted to ask you, but I'm having a brain freeze. Can you tell us, like, give us a shout out your social medias? Where can we find you?
Yes. My Instagram is official Joseph Jerome Mason 3. It's my whole name. Can't miss me. My Facebook is Joseph Mason. I'm there with a green suit on, so you can't miss me. I'm smiling.
I heard that. He got the green suit on.
Yeah, and smiling. Don't forget to smile. Yeah, that's probably about the only way you could probably reach me. Yeah. I try my best. If you comment or anything, I try my best to thank you and laugh back. If you say something funny, you see something funny, it's okay. That's what it's there for.
Right? Is there any advice that you can give to us, all the aspiring actors and actresses out there? What would be like your number one advice?
Don't stop going for your dream. Right when you think you quit, when you're about to quit, is when you shouldn't quit. For my guys, don't pile too much on you to where your dream can't happen. Beware of things that can be in the way of the dream and the path that you plan to be on. My females, as a man, I'm sorry for the things that you guys have to go through to try to get to where you want to go.
Listen, I'm snapping. I'm trying to snap.
But Ladies, do not quit. Do not stop. Just find the right people to deal with. Find the right people that got your back the right way.
That's it. That was great advice. That was great advice, especially for the women too, and coming from a man, because I'm sure you know some things, and
Yeah,
I
I've
got
seen
some
it.
stories. I ain't even.
I've seen it.
I'm just tipping my toes in, and I got some stories. So yeah,
I've
appreciate
seen
that.
it. I've seen it. The entertainment business is something else.
Oh my goodness, it's crazy. It is crazy. I think we need like a support group for the women.
Yeah.
But I know the men be going through some things too now.
Well,
But,
it's with more or less on the men. It's what you let happen.
right.
Yeah.
Right. That's true. You
Yeah.
about to have me thinking when I get off here. Like, you made a lot of good points. I think I touched on everything. Is there anything like you want to shout out to somebody, or anything you want to say? Anything you need the world to know?
Fans, supporters, family, all love. Thank you guys for everything.
And he about to be on like movie number, what's this?
45 this week. This week 45. So I'm 45 before Christmas. I tried to do 50 before the year was over, but I didn't make it.
That was close.
Well, before I reach 4 years, I plan to have 50.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. And that's 4 years professionally.
Yes.
Doing it.
Yes.
Okay.
Actively, professionally. Yes.
Hey. All right. Well, I appreciate you so much. I'm sure Daryl appreciates you too, wherever he is doing his thing.
Yeah, I appreciate you both.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what you got going on. I didn't see some of the movies that you already mentioned. I didn't know you then, but I've seen them now when you mention them. So now I'm excited now because I know you a little bit.
Right.
The rest. So yeah, and just good luck on everything. And that is it, y'all. Go follow him, check him out. Go watch his 44 movies.
Well, there's only like 17 streaming right now. The rest of them are coming out next year.
Are they? Oh yeah, they on. Tell us what they on. Tubi or Peacock, whatever you got.
All of them are on Tubi except Hunter of the Night. It is on Fossum, which is a free app. It is also on Google Play, and it's on Amazon. The Squad is on Amazon. Homeboys is on almost every app now. Mafia Diaries, it is on my YouTube at Joseph J. Mason. That's it.
And there y'all have it. He everywhere. So, well, thank you so much for joining us. This was a great interview, and you was very insightful. I appreciate it.
No doubt, I appreciate you.
All right, and we are signing out. Bye.
Peace.